How's it going, bros? Welcome back. This is Ace Dragon here. Today we're going to be doing a bankai review on Byakuya Kuchiki, and his bankai's name is Senbon Zakura Kageyoshi, which similarly translates as 1,000 cherry blossoms, which means Senbon Zakura, and Senbon Zakura Kageyoshi is basically an infinite number of blades. So when he drops his Zanpakuto, it actually turns into thousands and thousands of blades. As seen in the anime against one of the arrancar fights, you know the guy with all those eyes, I forgot his name. So basically, his Zanpakuto is very interesting. He can use it in many different forms, from Gokei, Senkei, and Shunkei. Yes, it's basically, I think it's translated pronounced as Shunkei. I guess my pronunciation is a bit bad, so please excuse me on that. Yes, it's Shunkei Hakute Ken. Yes, I'm kind of looking through the manga here, trying to check out the correct names and correct pronunciations. So let's do a complete overview on Byakuya Kuchiki. Byakuya Kuchiki is actually a 6th division captain, and his lieutenant is Renji Abarai, and he is also one of the coolest bankais ever. Seriously, Byakuya, Renji, pretty amazing. And basically, we actually saw his bankai for the first time, I think, in when he was faced off Renji, when Renji tried to went mutiny on Byakuya, and Renji got pretty beat up. But then we actually saw him using his abilities in the battle against Ichigo when he used Senkei. Senkei means basically he solidifies and materializes all of those thousands of blades into real actual blades, and he can actually use an ability called Ika Senjin Kan, and basically all of those materialized blades aim at one target. So it's pretty amazing to think how much this bankai can be used, but then it has serious setbacks. There's actually this area zone where the bankai doesn't actually protect him. So it's different to other bankais. We can see Katen, Kyotsuku, Karamatu, Shinju from all those different bankais all have different purposes. Mayuri is all different. But then this bankai actually helps in defense and also offense. We can actually link it with Shusuke Amagai's bankai, who's actually Raika, Gaotei, Mon, something on those lines. And these two bankais both can have defensive purposes and also offensive purposes. And Byakuya is also very good on Kido and also Shunpo, which is also translated as flash step. Well, it states in the Wikia that Shunpo, he learned Shunpo from Yoroichi Shioin, who's actually a former captain, also the flash step goddess of the flash step. And now we're going to Gokei. What exactly happens in Gokei is there's a huge all this blades turns into like a huge sphere, and that all those huge spheres target into one target. It's basically like Ika Senjinkan, but then this time it's all those tiny blades. This kind of is we can imagine it like a kind of Kamishini no Yari type of thing. But this time, we actually got to see I think only once or twice in the anime. I think the one time it was, which I actually noticed and enjoyed that battle, was against that arrancar with all those eyes, and I forgot his name, as you guys know. So basically, the only ability which Byakuya never used against Ichigo's battle was, in the Soul Society arc, was Gokei. He used Senkei and the other one. So Gokei is actually a very interesting ability. Well, this actually can protect Byakuya from the opponent. Like if it's a single opponent, it can save him. But then think about this: if he had to face off against Stark or somebody else, it would render useless because of Serra Metallojet. It can blow all of those tiny blades into dust, complete dust. And the thing about Senbon Zakura Kageyoshi is it's not as fast as it should be. We also saw when Ichigo used his bankai that he managed to outspeed Senbon Zakura Kageyoshi. Now I'd like to move on to the final ability of Byakuya Kuchiki, which is Shuke Hakute Ken. Basically, what exactly happens here is all of those blades materializes into one blade, which also translates as White Emperor's Sword. And then all of he kind of like an aura behind him, which forms like wings, and then he can use his wings to fly. basically like Toshiro's bankai, Daigyorin Hyurin and basically it's called Shukei, which means last sight. So this was actually used against when they also used like the last stride against Ichigo. So that's all for Byakuya Kuchiki's bankai, and also I would like to state one thing. If his bankai was rendered useless, he would also have Shunpo and also Kido to use. His Kido ranges from Byakurai, which means pale lightning, all the way to Shakaho. I think he might have not used Shakaho. And also all of those different Kidos, like over 100 Kidos, Byakuya knows. And he's like a professional Kido master. Thank you guys for watching this video, and see you guys next time on another Bleach Bankai review. And I forgot to mention this, but the thing here is his Bankai, he has to drop it. Peace out, bros. See ya.